Welcome back, coders, to another video here. We're going to be looking at a new game coming to the Nintendo Switch. It has existed on mobile for a while now, called Arena of Valor. I, of course, have delightful Dylan here with me. So what's up?
Heyo.
And the reason that we're doing two parts is like one of us has taken a very in-depth look at the mobile side of things, and then I've taken a fairly in-depth look at the Switch side of things. So we wanted to do this quick comparison video. We're going to be running some video in the background showing you exactly what it looks like graphically, but we also wanted to see like what were the differences in play and stuff like that. So to start things off, Dylan, tell me a little bit about what you've thought so far about the mobile version. I know you got a couple matches in to see what it was like.
Yeah, so I put about, I'd say about 35, 40 minutes into the mobile version. I was playing on the iPhone 7 Plus.
Okay.
So not the newest iPhone, but it was running very well. It didn't really overheat my iPhone at all with the game running, which was nice. I did have it plugged in and on Wi-Fi though, so I can't attest to how it is on like network and without being plugged in. But for me, it was running great. I mean, as far as MOBAs go, it was pretty cut and dry. It's 5-on-5, basic 3-lane setup with I think it has like the exact same jungle layout for the most part as like League.
Yeah, I noticed that myself.
So I mean, which isn't bad for the end all. League knows what the fuck they're doing, so it's nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, so overall, I mean, it was pretty cut and dry. The item system, I really liked. I don't know if you got a lot of time to look at the items.
So I was never great at MOBAs to begin with, so I'm still figuring that out. But from what I could tell, it seemed pretty straightforward. You like purchase and you have 6 slots, I think is what it was, that you could fill up throughout the match.
So before the match, though, you can set up like a pre-made item setup, so you can quick buy instead of deciding in the match. You can have a pre-made like path setup.
Oh, it's like a build. You can set up your build beforehand.
Yeah, exactly. You can set up your build. Yeah, so you could do that on like PC MOBAs and stuff like that. So it was nice that they carried that over, and it was really intuitive, like right there. The controls on the mobile, I didn't really get a chance to see any of your video for the Switch, so I don't know how the actual touchscreen controls were on the Switch, but on mobile, they were really smooth. One of the smoother at least left thumbs that I've had on a mobile game.
I noticed that too. Yeah, the left thumbstick worked really well. It was a huge area. They didn't shrink it down too small, so I think that helped a bit.
Yeah, I think that was the biggest thing. Like when I first saw it, I realized there wasn't like the ghost analog like there are in a lot of the mobile games where like you have to push it on the analog and then you move it around. It was kind of, they said, hey, this half of the screen, we kind of understand what your thumb's doing. Like,
exactly. It just interpreted it, which was good.
Yeah, that was really nice. As far as the game goes, the tutorial's a little lengthy. It takes you about a half hour to get out of it. And then I still think I was playing at least some bots, even 45 minutes in. So it just takes some time to really grind out of it. But it's good for new players that haven't played MOBAs at all, that don't understand the concept as much, and to people who just haven't messed around on mobile as much.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's not. I'm not knocking the tutorial in that sense. I think it was definitely nice. I've played Tencent games before. They did the PUBG mobile.
And they do good ports. Exactly.
They did a really good port. So, and they've worked on. They actually worked on League of Legends and stuff in the past. So,
I had heard that.
Yeah. They brought some of it over. A couple things that I saw, I didn't get to really experience, but I saw is that they have DC characters in the game. Yeah, you can have like Wonder Woman and Batman as
that's
heroes.
amazing. Okay.
Which, I mean, they're not really building a lore, so why not throw them in there if they're gonna get the sponsorship or whatever?
Yeah.
Why not? If it brings people in it.
To be clear, this is a mobile only thing from what I can tell so far, at least because this is still in beta on Switch. So I haven't seen DC characters in the Switch version yet, but who knows? For the full release, it might be just like the mobile game.
And all I saw was Batman and Wonder Woman, but I did read that it said all elements of TM DC Comics. So who knows who else they're going to be bringing over? But I mean, all in all, it's on the iPhone through the Apple App Store, and it's on Androids through Google Play.
Yeah.
So I just switched phones from iPhone to Samsung, and I'm definitely going to be re-downloading it through Google Play and seeing how it plays on the newer phone.
Yes.
And I can't wait.
Specifically, like this is one of the things that I was most impressed with the Switch port. Is so the iPhone game already looks really good. It's like on par with League of Legends at like maybe lower to medium settings, right? It doesn't look bad. It runs really smooth. I played it on iPhone 7, so pretty similar. You're not really going to see much of a difference between your phone and my phone. Smooth as heck, 60 FPS, didn't seem to drop much, if at all. And then on top of that, like the graphics were really clean. That being said, while I was cutting together this video, and you can see it in the background, for those of you watching the video, that the Switch port is completely redone. Like all of the textures are redone, all the graphical models are redone, the lighting model is improved significantly. So I was expecting them to just straight port the phone version, but it looks like they almost rebuilt the entire game. So you'll see what I'm talking about when you get a chance to see the version, because when you look at them separately, it's hard to tell the differences, but when they're like laid out on top of each other, I was like, oh my god. But the Switch port specifically, some of the things I really liked about it was the fact that there was button controls, because when I tried out the mobile version, while they worked perfectly fine, I just found how much easier it was when it was like, these are hotkeys. It's kind of like hotkeys on your keyboard and stuff like that. You can set it up to be customized how you want it to be, and it's really, really inviting. I was surprised at how much fun I was having with it, because I have not been super attracted to MOBAs in the past, and now I'm like literally every night playing a couple matches just to kind of wind down my evening. And they have every mode I can see was in the beta. It looked like the full game. I don't think that there was anything cut from the beta, so that was kind of cool. Other than that, the only thing the Switch version doesn't have, it's a little less smooth in terms of the running as the mobile version. Like it was not quite as, it was a little choppier, like frame rate wise, but it didn't impact the game, so there's no big deal there. I'm trying to think what else might be like of worth to touch on.
Were there any motion controls with this incorporated with the Switch at all?
No, not that I could tell.
Okay.
And honestly, I didn't get to try the touch controls yet. So
Okay.
if that's something people want to find out about, let me know in the comments, and I'll try to respond to those questions, and I'll just try it out myself. But I imagine it's almost identical to the mobile version, maybe with just a little bit different of button placement. But I'll say this: why would you use the motion controls when you have the physical controls? That they are more responsive and easier to use. Like it's not a huge difference, but it's enough that it's like comfort wise, I don't know why you ever would. If that's something you guys want to look into, though, I will absolutely look into it for sure. So let us know in the comments below. Other than that, yeah. Any other things that you were wondering about with the Switch conversion?
No, that was the biggest thing, the motion controls, because I know just having those extra couple hotkeys would have been really beneficial. But sure, once you get on the mobile version, once you get the swing of like the skill shots and stuff, I mean, all in all, the game as a whole is really intuitive to how you want to play anyway. And I was aiming before they taught me how to aim. You know what I mean? So, I think they did a really good job without the hotkeys. So the Switch version, if anything, is just going to be that much more competitive once you tier up and stuff like that because of that.
Yeah, I think the only thing the controls that didn't adapt quite as well, and this might just be me needing to get a couple more reps in, is the aiming of your skill shots, right? Like, you know how it will auto aim, but you can adjust it, kind of a thing. Yep. I just have to get better at that regardless. I don't think I was very good at the mobile version either, but it seemed like it was just more intuitive there. So I just have to figure out exactly like, okay, which one's controlling exactly this and doing that. But other than that, it was like more, I think it was more me than the game. So I don't want to blame the game at this point. And again, just to kind of like lay that out there, this is a beta on the Switch. I expect the final game to actually run better, perform better, have some of the minor issues with matchmaking and stuff like that figured out. Again, super minor stuff, like not even worth mentioning in this video. So overall, I think Tencent Games really put together a smash hit, and I'm going to be playing this on Switch. I will absolutely be playing this. I do not know if it's going to be crossplay with the mobile version, though. It'll be interesting to see. There's no information out there, so if you guys hear anything, let us know. Awesome. Any final like things you'd like to add to the discussion here?
Have you seen if there's going to be a price point on the Switch?
I have heard.
Last thing I got.
That's a great question. I have heard nothing so far. I've looked into this. As far as I can tell, they have not talked about price yet, and I don't know if there's even a release date yet. So what I would say is, like, let's hold tight. If there's any updates to this, and if you guys really want to know more, let us know so that we can make more content on this and cover exactly that, like, as it gets closer. My instincts are going to be that it's free because there's in-game purchases, but we'll have to see how that all rolls out.
Sounds good.
Cool. Well, thank you, coders, again for tuning in. For all of us over here at Game Code, make sure to stay tuned to the channel, subscribe, like the video, and share it with your friends. But as always, stay classy, coders.